our last video, we covered the meaning of a recession. For anyone that's been through it, a recession can be hard. Like many of you, when I think about recession, I often wonder what impact it would have on my life savings. So today, we're going to answer that question and many more. Welcome back to Economics Made Simple. To help answer our question, we've brought on Clint Dahl. Clint, can you please explain how a recession could impact our life savings?
I'd be happy to answer your question. How does a recession impact our life savings? A recession can have an impact on your savings no matter what stage of life you're in. A quick reminder from our last video, a recession means that there's an economic slowdown. In other words, the economy is shrinking rather than growing. In a shrinking economy, the unemployment rate can rise, and someone who's out of the job can no longer contribute to retirement savings and may even have to tap into their savings to cover bills. Companies facing lower sales are forced to make cuts. The easiest cut to make for a company is labor, and older workers typically tend to make more than younger workers. So a company will save more by laying off an older worker than a younger worker. This then makes older workers have to delay their retirement to make up for the lost wages and savings. According to Stanford, in the 2008 recession, the unemployment rate for men aged 62 and older increased by 4 percentage points, an unprecedented surge over the past 35 years. The impact on savings for those already retired can be just as severe. Retirees typically rely on a variety of savings and investment to cover their living expenses. Investments usually consist of a mix of stocks, bonds, or cash. A stock market correction can be painful. Markets historically correct about 15% every 1.5 years. However, the difference between a minor pullback and a major bear market can be if that correction coincides with a recession. The average market correction during a recession is 36%. This has obvious implications for retirees who have their portfolios in the markets. The other part that is equally as important but less discussed is in savings and bonds. Retirees will typically shift their portfolios to have more cash and bonds than stocks. One of the main tools used to fight recessions by the government is to lower interest rates. They do this to encourage more lending and investing to generate more economic activity. Those with savings also rely on interest rates to generate cash flows to cover their living expenses. By lowering interest rates, the cash flows will also go down. That would hold true whether you're invested in bonds, CDs, money markets, checking and savings accounts, or cash. Fortunately, when it comes to recessions, the anxiety that we feel can be helped by knowing that they will come eventually, so we can take steps to prepare beforehand.
Thank you, Clint. With your explanation, I now understand how bad a recession can be, especially if you are retired or retiring in the near future. Let's hope we don't get into a recession anytime soon. Well, that's all for today's lesson. Are you worried the Fed might move toward a U.S. digital dollar and get more control of your IRA or 401k? The value of money has been shrinking, in part due to the Federal Reserve's inflationary actions. The fact is, Washington has been exploring a digital dollar currency system, which could give government greater digital access to and control over your money. We'd like to show you what's going on. In this guide, we offer surprising, behind-the-scenes information about the digital dollar and our economy. Don't miss this opportunity to be included. Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana became a customer and our corporate ambassador after he got this same information. Please learn from his example and order your guide today.
Hi, I'm Joe Montana. I had a lot of success in my football career, and it wouldn't have been possible without a great team protecting me. I'm here to tell you about my dedicated and knowledgeable team at Augusta Precious Metals that helped diversify my portfolio to protect my hard-earned retirement savings. Augusta's professional economic analysts will show you what they showed me through a live web conference packed with valuable information that bankers and Wall Street players don't want you to know. To get the playbook, All you have to do is sign up for the web conference. So hit that sign up link and get coached by a winning team. It's one you can't afford to miss.
My name's Brian Panebecker. I live in Macomb County, Michigan. I'll be turning 60 years old in about a week. I'm nearing retirement. After bouncing around a little bit, I hired in at Ford Motor Company, and I've been working for Ford Motor Company for 23 years now. My wife and I like to exercise and work out. We walk together, we bike ride together. My wife and I like to travel a little bit, and as I'm getting closer to retirement, one of the considerations that I had was having enough money to take some trips. Our family is very important to us. We want to be able to enjoy our retirement years and spend time with our sons and their families down the road. I'm going to have a small pension coming to me from the 11 years that I worked at Chrysler Corporation, and I'll have 24 years with Ford Motor Company when I retire in 18 months. But neither one of them are going to be big enough to rely on, so I've got some money in my 401k that I recently rolled over into an IRA with Augusta Precious Metals. If I schedule an appointment, I can go to the depository where my silver is going to be held, and I can actually see the silver that I've invested in. I can hold it in my hands. There's several out there that offer investing, and you see a lot of advertisements on television. But Augusta made the process very simple. They answered all my questions. They explained everything to me very clearly. And I just felt very comfortable with Augusta. I'm looking forward to some traveling, spending some time with my family, some good years of retirement, and Augusta's going to help me do that.
Picking the right gold IRA company is important. Augusta Precious Metals is our top pick, and for good reason. They were rated Best Gold IRA in Money Magazine for 2022 and have the highest level of customer satisfaction in the industry. They can help you roll over a traditional IRA or 401k plan into gold or open a new account. Just click on the link below the video or visit goldinvestingtoday.com. You can also call 1-855-470-4636. Get in touch now.